Rip it up, kick it up, sip it up, and in the good words of my hero, Joseph Dierte, what's crappin' people? We're on the air. It's the OTT Sports Network. Harry Hyland coming at you live at the Apex East Ice Arena, where your AHA PeeWee are set to take on Highland Hills in another regular season tilt here as they're working off all of the illness, all of the IR. Everybody's back on the ice. It has been a tough week. Everybody's been sick, but these kids, I saw them downstairs early. They're ready to go. We are here. We are pumped. We are set. And that buzzer means that the warm-up is over and we're on the air here. Everybody's circling around the net, ready to go. That's Wynn skating around the outside. Everybody's in his crease, chopping it up for him, making it slow for those pucks. He goes in there. What do you think they're saying? They're just talking each other up right now. They have to be. A couple of tough losses last week after being depleted in the lineup, missing some key components as we talked about last week. The defense core is back full. Those offense players are back on their lineups and they are set to take on Highland Hills. Everybody tuning in worldwide, glad to see you. Great you're joining us here on this Saturday afternoon. Harry Haviland at the Apex Ice Arena, working off the OTT Christmas party last night. Shout out to the Gray family who hosted me and my ridiculousness. And I don't know, I'm not gonna get into details, but tell you what, I had to get at 7 o'clock this morning, Katie, and I had to put some Grizzly Bear bourbon in my coffee just to make myself functionable. Refs give each other a fist bump over there. They're ready to go, skating out to center ice. Not gonna be in the press box like we were last week. I mean, that was quite the incredible feeling in the press box at Magnus Arena. I'm still getting over that experience. We're here with two refs. Arvada skating out in the white jerseys. You're gonna have Hyland in the black and yellow. I was gonna say yellow, black and orange. It's gonna be Alex looking to take the draw here. He's got Calder out with Nick on his other wing. Owen and Jax out on the line. Good to see Jax back in the lineup. He was down and out hard last week. Missed him for a couple games. Wins back between the pipes, all pumped up, ready to go. Action set to take place here on the OTT Sports Network with Harry Haviland at the Apex East Ice Arena here in Arvada, Colorado. Alex lines it up hard. It's won forward by Hyland, and they kick it back the other way. Racing into the Hyland zone is Calder. Calder comes around into the corner. Swung back around, looking to the boards. The front of the net was Alex. Couldn't find Nick, and here comes Hyland the other way. The Jaguars come into the Arvada zone, walking across the blue line, stick down there by Owen. Broken up, but into the slot, backhand, and then kicked into the side by Wynn. Alex coming across center ice, steps in across the blue line, goes around one. He's got a line towards the front of the net, loses that one, gets it over to Nick, back over to Calder. Calder can't find a hand on that one and goes into the corner for Hyland to pick it up, bangs it off the boards and breaking out of their own zone. Coming across, making that pass up to the Arvada Hockey Association logo at center ice. And Jax gets a blade on that one, tipping it over to the far corner. Calder off the boards, trying to find Alex, goes back into the corner, not picked up, behind his own net is Owen. Owen goes in, puts a shoulder into the glass, gets it up on the side. I'm trying not to get in the screen here, but I'm doing what I can to see what's happening down in the blind spot. Not out of the zone, back in by Hyland, picked up by Jax off his blade and ripped around the far side, trying to find Calder, back in behind to Owen. Owen fighting for it behind his own net, puts that one high up off the glass, back out to the point, held in by Hyland. That shot's ripped just a little bit wide, over to Hyland. Back out to the point, kicked into the corner. One more time by Hyland. Hyland back out to the point. They can't handle that one in the blue line, and everybody's going to rip off for a change here. New line comes out as Hyland goes back into their own zone, picking this one up behind their net, coming out. Makes that long lead pass. That one's going to be an icing call with 11:59 left to go here. First period action brought to you by the OTT Sports Network here at the Apex East Ice Arena. Look at all these viewers tuning in. Anita, Tom, Tim, Tracy. Why make my phone stop? I don't want to listen to myself on my phone. I just want to find Laura Lee's tuning in. Bobby Joe Glasgow from Massachusetts. Everybody across North America tuning into the OTT as Arvada is taking on Highland Hills here. 11:45 left to go in the first period. We're all tied up at zeros. Hyland has been pressuring Arvada so far in this first period as they walk back into the zone. Coming around, picked up by Ethan. Ethan's trying to get this one out. He had Anderson up ahead of him. Kicked that one back in, and Hyland steps on side. Lexi, good to see her back on the ice as she was up in Chicago last week. I still don't know. Do you know how they did that?
I don't. We have to find out.
Got to find out how Lexi's team did up there, but nonetheless, she's back on the ice here with her squad. Kicked out of the zone there quickly by Ethan, turned back around by Hyland at center ice. They walk in, they keep it on side, pressured into the corner by Evan. In on the near boards, Anderson and Evan pressure in on that one. They get that back out center ice. Back over to the blue line to Hyland. Hyland's setting this one up as everybody's making changes. Next line steps out. Ethan gets it on the far boards. Ethan goes off the boards. He rips off for a change. Colin with some offensive pressure on the forecheck. There is Cohen and Kai. Join him on this third line. Coming around, Cohen towards the front of the net. Couldn't find Colin. Back in, Kai backhands that one. Couldn't get it past. Oh, they keep that in. Kai on his backhand. Kai swinging around, looking for Colin at center. Colin at the high slot goes around into the corner, picked up by Hyland. Hyland back out to the point. Milky gets that. Milky takes the shot. Another clapper by Kai. That one just goes a little bit wide. Cohen into the corner, back out to the point. That's Bo picking it up. Bo bangs it up, puts it backhand back over to Cohen. Cohen into the front to Colin. Colin takes a shot, and that was gloved down. Backhand, and Kai misses the rebound. Oh, they're calling that a goal. Wait. The ref's saying I made a mistake. That one's on me. It's still 0-0. It's 9:54 left to go here in the first period. I don't know what's happening here, but that one clearly went into the corner.
Yeah.
Kai backhanded that one wide.
I think the ref was hoping he'd make.
The ref was looking for that goal. I like the way the ref's attitude is here today. Goals for Arvada. That's what we're shooting for. Cohen at the face-off dot here, set to take this one deep. Clapper, turnaround, spun back in, put on net by Colin. Saved by the goalie and back into the corner by Hyland. Hyland's coming out of their own end, looking for the breakout. Puts that one off the boards over to Bo. Bo spins, puts that one off the boards, back up to Kai. Kai couldn't hang on to that one, over to Hyland at center ice. Hyland walking in towards the Arvada zone, comes across the blue line. Colin breaks that up before he gets too deep, and now Colin's coming the other way. Colin getting hooked up, walks in, takes a shot, fires that one just outside the crease, over to Cohen. Cohen turns, bangs that one in. Kai can't keep it in at the blue line, over to Milky. They get onside, and Milky dumps that one in deep into the corner. They're gonna call that offside.
Yeah, they are.
I don't think the refs are awake yet.
I don't think. Sorry, not awake over here either.
Were the refs at the OTT party last night? My mind might be a little foggy right now, but
Just a little fog going on. Trying to get a better angle here.
that makes a change. That's Alex, Nick, and Calder back on the ice for your Arvada squad. They're deep in the Hyland zone as they win that draw back out to the point to Owen. Owen claps that towards Alex. Nick has it on his stick and couldn't get it all into the net. Turn back around, tipped by Hyland on the other side of the red line. No icing called. Fired back up off the boards and out of the zone. Hyland trying to set up, puts that up off the boards in front of the benches, picked up by Jax. Jax comes across the red line, gets held up there by two Hyland players, and battling there was Alex, but Hyland comes out with it. Hyland going around, Alex takes him down, no call on the play, and hammered out of the zone one more time by Arvada. Pressured in there by Nick, spun back around across the blue line, back out and picked up by Alex. Alex has it at the red line, walks in, flips that one towards the net. The goalie couldn't get a hand on it, goes into the corner. Now Nick's getting set up, out to the point, picked up by Jax. Jax shoots that towards the front of the net. It's blocked down in front by Hyland as they reverse this play and come back out across the red line, stepping into the Arvada zone 2-on-1. Go across, making that backhand shot, and it's saved by Wynn. Coming the other way is Calder. Calder comes across, gaining the zone. Couldn't go through two players, and Nick still gets his stick on that one, slowing the play down. Hyland back out to center ice, coming in one-on-one right now against Owen. Owen gets his big blade on that one. Diving for it was Jax. Jax gets back up, puts that one out. It's offside as Hyland could not get it back in the zone onside, and it's 7:34 left to go here in the first period. 0-0 Arvada and Hyland in this regular season battle that's happening right now. John Maurer tuning in. Let's get some, boys. Let's do this. Working hard over there. It's actually good to see John Maurer tuning in. That means there's no calls out, so he doesn't have to go save those kittens in the trees. I know I say it over and over, but big shout out to the Arvada Fire Department as they are all watching this game, sitting on their lazy boys in the station right now. Oh, there's going to be a penalty here. Oh, there's a Hyland player down, sorry. I missed what happened too, but Coach Rich was quick to come off the bench on that one. He's out there tending alongside the Hyland coach. Players down. Player gets up on his own, skates over to the bench. A little bit of help from the coach. Coach lets him go, but Arvada is going to be on the penalty kill here with 7:06 left to go in the first period. Refs are talking about it. I didn't see the play. I can't comment on it at all. Don't know what was going on, but the ref goes back over. Are they going to change this to a major? They might be changing something here. Ref over talking to the coaches on the bench. Explaining what happened. We need to mic up the refs so we can actually hear this because I have no clue what's going on. All right, looks like it's just going to be 1 minute and 30 seconds. No majors called on this one. Arvada's down 5 men to 4. Stuck up by Lexi, back in front of the Arvada net. Kicked over by Lexi, back into the corner. Hyland circling behind the Arvada net, kicks that one all the way out to the point. Into the blue line, blocked shot there, good job. And kicked out by Calder all the way up to Anderson, and just couldn't, not Calder, Milo, sorry. I got no excuse, they are wearing the white jerseys. I just can't figure out who's wearing what number today for some reason. Picked up by Anderson. Anderson comes in across the blue line, fighting against all the Hyland players. He gets that one on net, goes in looking for his own rebound, but it's hung onto by the Hyland goaltender. We're gonna have a face-off in the Hyland end as Arvada makes changes alongside Hyland. Gonna be Cohen and Colin alongside Bo and Milky on the point. 54 seconds left to kill in this penalty, and the faceoff's won by Hyland. Hyland comes out of their own end, racing it down, and chasing him down is Colin. Goes hard into the corner. Player goes down on his own, picked up by Bo. Bo's got some time with it, trying to come out, gets it across the blue line, just couldn't find Colin. But then Cohen gets it back over to Colin. Colin coming in, Colin gets taken down. There's gonna be a penalty against Hyland. We're going to 4-on-4 hockey action as Colin comes in hard into the Hyland zone, gets hauled down for his efforts, but draws a penalty along the way. Four-on-4 for the next 27 seconds. 6:02 left to go here in the first period. All tied up at zeros. Hyland and Arvada. Cohen and Colin still out there with Bo and Milky. Goes towards the front of the net. That one doesn't make it all the way to the goalie. Picked up by Hyland. They come across center ice. Hyland walking into the Arvada territory. Puts that one on net, and that one just goes a little bit wide. They pick up their own rebound off the backboards. Circling at the dot. Spun around and picked up by Milky. Milky gets this one out of his own zone. Back over to Hyland. Hyland across the blue line. Goes D to D. Finding their way out and back in. Arvada penalty is over. Arvada's on the power play for the next 58 seconds. 5-on-4. They try and hammer that one out. Gets out to the point and picked up by Kai. Here comes Kai. He's walking in with Colin. Kai comes in, takes the shot. Oh, looking for a low post. Goalie finds it in his glove. Whistles that one down with 5:19 left to go. Arvada still on a 47-second power play. Cohen, Kai, Colin, Owen, and Jax on D. They're deep in the Hyland zone looking to win this draw. Cohen gets that one back, gets it over to the point. Owen holds that one in, back over to Jackson. That one sneaks across the blue line, backhanded in, that's offside. They're just gonna call it non-intentional. We're gonna have a face-off right here outside the blue line, right down below the make-believe press box. I can't say we're in a press box anymore. No, not after last week. I mean, Cohen wins that one forward over to Kai. Kai pushed it towards the front of the net. Hung on to, and another face-off's gonna be back in the Hyland zone. It was fun. Like, we almost got kicked out of there last week.
No, we didn't.
They came and they were watching us, and I felt that presence over my shoulder. They were looking at us, and then they looked, and then all of a sudden they're,
there we go.
onto the net and held on to one more time. They came and they actually listened to us. They were sitting eating their lunch. I didn't understand how those guys got food. Apparently there's a whole, the press at the DU arena gets food.
You get first class at DU. When you're number one in the nation, you can have whatever you want.
Fighting for it, over to Colin. Colin takes that shot. It's deflected high over the net. Colin into the far corner, still on the power play. Kai misses on that one. And here comes Hyland the other way. 4-on-5, coming back across center ice. Dumps that one into the Arvada zone with 14 seconds left to go here in the power play. Over to Cohen. Cohen backhands it up over to Kai. Kai spins, gets it over to Cohen. Cohen comes across the blue line. Now he's racing through center ice. Colin just ahead of him. They're going to call an offside on that one. The penalties are over. 5-on-5. Hockey action is what we're seeing here. Harry Haviland in the OTT Sports Network with 4:30 left to go here in the first period. All tied up at zeros against Highland Hills. Alex at the face-off draw, pushed that one in, but it's picked up by Hyland. Jaguars come across on the backhand, coming in hard, going in, walking in hard, shot backhand through the crease and into the corner. Hyland goes down behind the net, but Hyland still has the puck in Arvada's end. Alex has it, but Jackson's gonna see the gate for that one as he takes the player hard into the boards. Arvada going back on the penalty kill with 4:11 left to go in the first period. Oh, his dad's over there. He's going to get ripped on for that one. I mean, Jim's not one to be expressing himself all the time, is he? No, not Jim.
He's very shy.
Jim's a shy guy, so he's just going to be watching the game, not talking to his son in the penalty box whatsoever. What's up? Shout out Jimmy over there running the penalty box. Arvada parents volunteering for music, score clock, penalty box. That's what we do here. That's all part of the game. Parents involved, and shout out to every one of them who's done it as Hyland keeps this one in, picked up by Lexi around the net, over to Nick off the far boards. He doesn't put it on hard, gets back over the front, shoots that one in off a Wynn's pad, and it banks off the post and goes in. Power play goal by Highland Hills Jaguars, making it 1-0 here with 3:49 left to go in the first period. What's up, Barbara Winslow, Helen Parker, everybody tuning in across the globe, the OTT Sports Network, bringing you the action wherever you are. Great to see everybody supporting this Arvada hockey squad as the Jaguars come back into the Arvada zone, into the corner, being out in front, and Ethan puts that one in off his blade. Ethan's not happy about that one, but once it crosses that goal line, it's a goal.
Yep.
Arvada facing a 2-0 deficit right here with 3:38 left in the first period. Got to do what they can to dig back out of this hole. Evan at the face-off, center ice, right on that Arvada Hockey Association logo. Evan wins that one forward, picked up by Hyland. Hyland forces it into the Arvada zone, in on Wynn. Wynn's gonna hang on to it. Just needs a little bit of feel for that puck, I think, right now. As there's been a couple of bad bounces come his way. He hangs on to that one. He's gonna see a face-off over his left shoulder. Evan still the face-off dot. He's got Ethan on one side, he's got Anderson on the other. Milky and Bo on D. Fighting for it, and one back to the point by Hyland. They shoot that one in, it's blocked down. Into the corners, Bo's battling hard against the corner. It goes out over to Evan. Evan rips that up over the boards. It sneaks across the blue line. Chasing it down is Anderson. Anderson forcing that play in. Picked back up by Ethan. Ethan towards the front of the net, looking to redeem himself. Back out to the point, over to Bo. Bo's looking to take that shot and then just dumps it into the corner. Over back to Anderson. Picked up by Ethan. Ethan gets it knocked off his stick. Anderson behind the net. Anderson gets bodied off that one. They're going to call a penalty on that. That's going to be Hyland going to the box as Anderson's fighting for that puck behind the net. 254, 245. I don't have glasses. I'm getting old and I need them. As I say that, my sunglasses fall on the ground. Refs are talking about this. I don't know what they're talking about. They called it cleanly.
I think they're going to put both of them in.
They're going to put both of them in?
Yeah.
For what?
I have no clue.
Anderson skates over to the box. They're going to call Hyland on.
No, they're going to call both.
Are they calling both, or are they just calling Anderson?
The guy that's going to the box went to the bench. So they got to call him out.
Okay, he went to the bench. Refs are over there telling them that, no, you guys got a penalty too.
Yep.
I still don't understand why they're both going for that. Anderson went in hard behind the net. Hard. East Coast hard. And they're gonna play it 4-on-5, 5-on-4. Arvada's short a player out here right now. Hyland's got 5 skaters on the ice. Arvada's got 4. As the ref's still talking to Coach Jake. And then Ethan. Anderson's getting 2 and a 10 for that? Wait, what?
I don't know. I missed it. I totally missed it.
Ethan goes to the box, which tells me that that's a major. I'm at a loss for words right now, Katie, and that doesn't happen too often. Anderson's gonna see the gate for, looks like a major here, as Ethan's gonna serve the 1.5 minutes, and it's coming all the way back down into the Arvada end. That did that seem like a major penalty behind?
I didn't think so, but I think they're letting Hyland get
The confusion is buzzing around here in the stands. It's buzzing up here in the press box, but one way or another, it's 5-on-4 for Hyland against Arvada. 2:54 left to go. Arvada's on the penalty kill, down by 2 goals here in the first period. They dangle around, walking towards the front of the net, take the shot, put that one on. Wynn hangs on to it. Whistle blows, another face-off deep in the Arvada territory. 1:20 left to go here in the power play advantage, and 2:43 on the clock. One over there by Cohen, tipped out by Kai. Racing down the ice, icing's waved off as Hyland comes back to pick it up. Cohen bangs that off the boards, working hard for it. They kick that one around the far side, picked up by Hyland, looking for the clean breakout. They get it, they come across their blue line, picked up and coming in one-on-one on both. Take the shot and whistle that one high and wide. Back out to the point, the pinching D-man picks up that rebound, they circle at their blue line. Coming into the corner. Dangles around a couple. Bo's gonna get a slashing penalty as he knocks the stick out of the hands of the Hyland offenseman going to, offender is a good word, right? Offender, defender. We're gonna go to 5-on-3 here as Bo's gonna go over and join his teammates in the box for a slash, yeah. When you knock that stick out of the hands of the player that just isn't strong enough to hold on to his own stick, I mean, come on. 5-on-3. Colin out there on forward. He's got Owen, he's got Jackson, he's got Wynn in the net. No, they don't have too many players. 5-on-3 action it is. Parents aren't quite understanding what's going on, but one back by Hyland. They have it at the point, kicked out of the zone, picked back up, and they come back in onside to the top of the slot. They shoot that one wide. Picked up by Owen. Owen behind his own net. Circled back around by Hyland. Hyland back out to the point, and they can't control that pass. It comes all the way back into their zone, and then kicked the other way. Coming in 3-on, 4-on-3, 4-on-2. Walk into the top of the circle, taking the shot, and that one's blocked by Owen. Into the corner, Colin kicks that one behind the net. Trying to get towards the front of the nets. Hyland, they're pressuring here, and Colin puts that one back out of the zone. Good way to kill off this penalty here. Stepping back out of the box, back to 4-on-5 now. Ethan's on the ice. Ethan goes down in front of his own bench, but puts that puck back into the Hyland zone. As they're resetting, Arvada makes some changes. Hyland back out to center ice, picked up by Jax. He's on the right side of the red line as he kicks that one in. No icing on the play, but it's picked up by Hyland around their own net. Back over to the far side as they're breaking out. Hyland coming across center ice. Great job there by Alex, as now Alex is coming the other way. Gains the blue line, walking towards center. Pushes that towards the front of the net. A dribbling puck just goes wide. And Calder's forcing it in behind the net. Calder over to Alex. Alex couldn't get a handle on that one. 5-on-5 hockey as the second penalty has expired now. And the ref whistles that one down for some
He
reason.
didn't realize the penalty had expired, and I think he made a mistake. No?
Well, the clock still shows 29 seconds
On
for
the first penalty.
on the first penalty. He's over there talking to Jim. We've got the best man in the box to talk to the refs, right?
I think. I don't know. We're going to find out. Well, wait a minute. Why did everyone leave? If it was a major, why did everybody leave the box?
Yeah, that is true.
Confused.
Was that if that was a major, he shouldn't be out of the box.
Ruh-roh.
If we had 5-2 or 10-2 or face off deep into the Jaguars territory here. We're going 5-on-5 hockey action. You're gonna see Alex at the face-off dot. He's got Calder on one side. He's got Nick on the other, and Milo and Lexi on D. One over towards the front of the net. Pushed over and Alex into the far boards. Alex goes hard into it. Back out to the point to Lexi. Lexi keeps that one in. Back over to Calder. Calder to Alex. Alex falls down. Somebody sharpened that kid's skates. And kicked out by Hyland all the way back over to Milo. Milo hammers that one hard, and it goes into the Hyland bench. They're going to call a whistle with 1.4 seconds left to go here. First period action. It's 2-0 for Hyland over your Arvada players right now. Some penalties that we can't figure out, but buzzer sounds. That's the end of the first period. OTT Sports Network bringing it to you. We've got a special guest here. First intermission action. I'm gonna unclip my mic. There we are. We're live here. We got Terry Norks. What am I saying?
Nikki Norks.
Nikki Norks. Sorry, Nikki Norks. I don't know, Terry, Nikki.
Whatever.
We've got guests down here from Canada. Nikki, tell me about that first period.
Well, the kids played a pretty good first period, had some good chances early on, and got into a little bit of penalty trouble, and ended up down 2.
So they're down 2 going into the second period. What do they got to come out here? What's the mindset? What are the coaches telling these players right now?
Keep working hard, get shots to the net, find rebounds, and put a couple away.
Well, if we're not going to get cliche on it, I guess we'll just talk about whatever you've got to say. Nikki Norks, a good buddy of mine, coming down from Calgary, here to support your Arvada PeeWee A hockey team as they're facing off against the Highland Hills Jaguars this afternoon. What time is it? It's afternoon now. We were in the parking lot this morning. Nikki, tell me one more thing. Are you enjoying Colorado so far? You've had one night. You had an OTT party last night.
Yeah,
How's your head this morning?
My head was fine this morning. My eyes, maybe not so much.
He didn't open his eyes until his mindset was clear. Some pickle shots from the Gray family and about 47 pints of Miller Lite that you crushed. But we're getting set here. Second period action coming your way here. Arvada East, or Apex East from Arvada, Colorado. Harry Haviland, Nikki Norks. We're here and we're ready to go.
Let's go, boys.
Let's go, boys. Let's do it. Let's do it right. See you in the second intermission. I got nothing else. We'll get Syl on in the second period. Sylvia was involved in the OTT party last night too, and she didn't even have a beer in the parking lot. She's feeling the experience of what the OTT can bring. Alex out there, here we go. Second period action brought to you by the OTT Sports Network, live at the Apex Ice Arena in Arvada, Colorado. Harry Haviland on the mic and your players on the ice as the Jaguars bring it in wide, forced to the corner. Circles back around, trying to walk back out, stopped by Milky. Kick back into the corner by Nick, and Alex pressures that one in behind, out towards the front. The shot is negated there as Arvada collapses in front. Bo puts it over to the corner, over to the far side to Calder. Calder up off the boards, held into the blue line there by Hyland, and at the top of the circle, nobody knows what to do with it. Nick tries to go around, and our Arvada can't clear their own zone as it's held in there by Hyland. Cross center and then racing down the other way. Icing's waved off. He waved it off. He waved it. Like,
Yeah, but
I don't know
his
what.
partner didn't see him.
His partner doesn't. Oh, when my partner waves it off, but I still go for it. We're back in the Arvada zone. One over by Hyland. Back over to Evan. Evan kicks that one up out of the zone there by Ethan, and Ethan's turned around. Owen behind his own net. Owen rips that one across behind the boards over to Anderson on the far side. Anderson tips that one out. It's picked up by Hyland. Picked up by Evan. Evan walks in, coming across the red line. Takes a shot. The puck was loose in front. Ethan couldn't get there in time. And now coming the other way, 2-on-1, coming in on Jackson. They come across to the high stick to the side by Wynn. Picked up behind his own net, his own. Owen pushes that up across the boards. Pinching in is the Hyland defender. Back over to Owen. Owen behind his net, over to the far side, over to Jackson. Gets it over to Anderson. Anderson and Jackson deciding who's going to kick this one out. They make a decision and it doesn't get out of the zone. Banged up across the boards, and Hyland keeps this one into the Arvada territory. Going into the corner. Hyland trying to circle around. Missing on a tripping call. It's wide in front of the net. Oh, and Wynn flashes the leather on that one as they had a wide open cage. He hangs on to it. We got a whistle here. 11:55 left to go in the second period. Arvada trailing 2-0. Trying to claw their way back into this one on the OTT Sports Network. Second period action brought to you by Suntown Sparkling, a CBD water that's going to be on your shelves here by the end of January. Colorado based. Kai coming across center ice. Kai's walking in. Kai comes across and does a little bit too much dingling in his dangle at the blue line. They go in offside. This one's coming back outside the line. Cohen set to take the draw with Kai and Colin on his wings. Lexi and Milo on D. Cohen pushes this one in, picked up by Hyland. Jaguars try and walk out of their zone. They do so. Milo gets it back over to Lexi. Lexi kicks that up the center. Kai on the far boards. Kai trying to find Cohen at center ice. Going into the corner is Cohen. Cohen goes down hard. Picked up there by Hyland around their own net. Coming around. They come up through the slot and cross their own blue line. Stuck down there by Kai and then kicked back up by Lexi. Over Lexi back to Kai. Kai over to Colin. Colin comes in. Colin goes around one. We know he's got a rifle. He tries to take that shot. It's blocked down before it gets towards the front of the net. Over to Hyland on the far boards. Kept in by Milo. Kai tries to lift the stick, but Hyland gets it back over to the far boards and out of the zone. Rip that one all the way down the ice. And icing is called with 10:54 left here in the second period. We keep losing you. Anita's saying 10-second intervals are losing us. Maybe it's the internet in Kansas.
Sorry.
We apologize for the internet connection in Kansas. Maybe you should move to Nebraska, Anita. I heard they've got great internet service up there. Out to the point to Milky. Milky takes that shot and fires one just wide. Going over in the far corner over to Calder. Calder picks it up on his backhand. It's stripped off of him by Hyland as they come out across their own blue line, walking the other way. Bo spins around, kicks that one into the corner. Hyland still tries to fire that towards the front of the net, and Milky bangs it behind. High up over the crossbar. Alex over to Calder on the far side. Bo fighting for it. Calder in there with him. Bo has the puck. Bo can't get that one out. Backhanded up by Alex. Clears the zone. And Calder's coming in. Nick swings and he dives for it. They're going to call that offside as Nick was falling and tried to keep it in the zone. Calder wasn't clear of the blue line. It's 10:07 left to go here in the second period. Pushed forward by Alex, picked up by Calder, back over to Nick. Nick towards the front of the net. Swung around there by Hyland, back out to the point. Picked up and in front, and Alex takes that shot. Alex picks up his own rebound behind, towards the front of the net, over to Calder. Calder backhands it into front of the net. The puck is still loose, going behind and ripped around the boards by Hyland, held in at the point by Milky. Milky walks in, takes that shot. It's blocked by 9 players. And over to the far side, Alex back out to the point to Bo. Bo kicks it over, back over to Alex on the far corner. Alex towards the front of the net, tipped in by Nick. Nick has it behind the net. Nick's walking around trying to wrap that one in. Still has a puck loose. Backhand, and it's saved, and it's in! That's what I'm talking about! Getting to the front of the net. Ethan finds that puck. Great effort by Nick. Ethan bangs home the rebound, making it 2-1 here. Arvada crawling their way back at 9:22 left to go here in the second period.
That was a lot of movement there.
There was a lot of a lot. There was a lot going on there, but won by Hyland as they come in, take the shot, and that one's just kicked to the side by Wynn. Pressured into the corner. Back over by Owen, fired all the way out. Chasing it down now, hard as Evan. Evan goes in across the blue line. He gets that one off his shin pads, and then Hyland forces it around the far side. Jackson backhands that one in. Held in tight, back over to the front. Evan couldn't get his backhand off towards the front of the net, and then Hyland picks this up and kicks it the other way. All the way back down, that one's tipped. No icing. Hyland chasing in, Owen on the far side. Jackson in the corner. Jackson backhands it up. It's tipped out of the blue line. Oh, and just missed there by Evan. It's kicked back in. Offside by Hyland. 8:32. Arvada trailing 2-1. Second period action here on the OTT Sports Network. You're live with Harry Haviland here at the Apex East Ice Arena. Everybody tuning in across the globe, we appreciate all your support. We're loving the fact that you still are spending your time with us on a Saturday afternoon. Hyland takes a shot and Wynn kicks that one off to the side. Round the far boards. Jackson chases that down into the corner. Jackson backs it up over to Anderson. Anderson finds Ethan on the far side. Coming across, walks across the blue line, staying on side there was Evan. They're fighting for it here on the near boards. Back out to the point, clapper by Owen. Hung on to by the Hyland goalie as Anderson goes in to say hi. Evan wants to say hi too. They're just saying hi. It's like, hey, your goalie held onto the puck. Good for him. Let me come in here and congratulate him for that. Cohen's at the dot. He's got Kai and Colin on his wing. Sorry, trying to wing that one back. And Owen couldn't get the shot off. It's still in the corner. Back out to the point. Held in there by Lexi. Over to Owen. Owen swings that one around. Couldn't find Cohen. Colin, not Owen. Owen, Cohen.
Yeah, same. We are having a hard time.
Like all these kids have the same name, right?
Yeah.
They're battling against the boards here, and Cohen gets it out. Colin gets it out.
Someone got it.
Still at the blue line, turned back around by Hyland. They come in. Shots banged down and deflected. Ref waves his arms out like he's a bird, and this one goes in behind the net. Cohen can't battle for that one. There's going to be a penalty for Arvada.
How is there going to be a penalty for Arvada?
Not sure. It's going to be hooking, and it's going to be...
Against Cohen.
It's going against Cohen. Oh wait, why is
he in the box?
why did Hyland just went to the box too?
Is it both of them?
No, Hyland just came out of the box now. No, Hyland's in the box. You're in. Hooking on one side and hooking on the other. 2 hooking calls. It's the first time this ever happened. 2 hooking calls in a row. You're only going to find this action on the OTT Sports Network. There is nobody that can call it better than anybody other than me, because I still don't have a clue what's going on. But 5-on-5 hockey action at center ice here as Alex comes out to take this draw with Nick and Calder. Lexi and Milo talking to their forwards, seeing what they're going to do here. And it's in the Arvada zone. All right. Coincidental minors, 5-on-5 hockey. Face off in the Arvada zone. 7:08 left to go here in the second period. Shot and save by Wynn. Quick shot there by Hyland. Wynn makes the save. Picking up my phone now. Let's get it back. Yes, Lorley, we are trying to get it back. Let's go. And then the next one, I'm not sure they're coming in as random people, but they're saying they're from the Sahara Desert. So we got the people in the Sahara tuning into the OTT Sports Network as Calder goes deep into the fighting for it behind the net. Couldn't win that battle, and Hyland puts it up off the boards. Nick pushes that one in. Hyland picks it back up. Hyland coming across center ice. Nick with a great job, and Alex comes out with it. Alex tries to backhand that one over to Nick. Nick's in front. Hyland picks it up. Hyland back across the blue line over to Lexi, who tips it back over to her deep partner, and then back over to Lexi. Lexi up to Nick, and here comes Nick walking in. Nick goes around one, passes it, takes a shot. We got a goal! Excellent effort there. Nick tips it over. Alex ties it up. 6:10 left to go. We're all at 2s here. Second period action at the Apex. That looked pretty. Do it again. Like, I mean, the parents have it. They've got something to say here. That did look pretty. Evans at center ice trying to make everything pretty. Keep it pretty, and Arvada loses that draw, and Hyland walks in. Stuck over there by Bo. Good job on his stick. Couldn't get it out of the zone. Hyland keeps that one in. Gets hauled down there, and Anderson's going to see another penalty for Arvada. He hauls his player down. Even the coaches are yelling, Nolan, just get off. Just go. Don't argue, don't question it. We all saw it. Arvada on the penalty kill here with 5:55 left to go in the second period. All tied up at 2s at the Apex Ice Arena in Arvada, Colorado. You are tuning into the OTT Sports Network, and we're bringing it to you live. Slow between whistles here.
They were trying to wait, I think, for the
Oh, waiting for the clock?
but it's not going to happen.
And do I have to retract my statements about, hey, parents, you're doing a great job over there?
No, they're
Okay. Shot in towards the front of the net, picked back up by Hyland. Going in on the board, and Hyland at the top of the circles. Bo goes into the corner to pick this one up. Board tries to push that off the boards. It's picked back up. He gets it back on his blade. Gets it out to the blue line. Picked up by Hyland. Hyland shoots that one in. Saved by Wynn. Another shot, and that one's blocked in front. And it goes up off the net for another whistle here. A face-off in the Arvada zone as the 2 players on the Coincidental step out. Penalty kill action here for your Arvada squad. With 5:23 left to go here in the second period, all tied up at 2s. Cohen's out there with Colin, Milky, and Bo. Milky off the boards trying to find Colin. Towards the front of the net. Clock's going.
We don't have any penalties. It's all right.
They gave a thumbs up over there. They know what time the penalty's over. The players don't, the coaches don't, we don't. Wynn gloves that one down. And the player's still in the box. Ref over at the box. Ask him what time they're getting out. This penalty kill is brought to you by Grizzly Bear Bourbon, Colorado's own. You don't know what you're missing until you come down here and get some Grizzly Bear Bourbon. Coming out of his own zone, here's Milky. Milky gets it up over to Colin. Colin's coming into the zone. Colin walking hard into the corner. Tries to center that one there, still in the man disadvantage, and Hyland swings it back the other way. Hyland comes across the Arvada blue line, stuck down there hard by Milky, and they're kicking it back into the corner, picked up by Hyland behind the Arvada net. Pressured there by Owen, picked back up by Owen. Owen puts it off the boards, skips over his stick and racing down for it. Out of the box, great job. Cohen walks in, takes a shot, puts that one in off the goalie's mask. Cohen picks up his own rebound over to Colin. Colin tries to find Kai at center ice, just whistles one past. A little bit too hard to handle for Kai. And that one comes out over to Jackson. Jackson backhands it off the boards. Kai pushes it forward, and they couldn't clear the blue line in time. Offside call with 4 minutes even left to go on the clock. 2-2 action here in the second period. Arvada and Hyland on the OTT Sports Network. Back to Hyland and Kai on the far boards. Couldn't control that one. They're coming in 3-on-2 the other way. Hyland walks in, takes that shot. It's blocked by Owen. Goes into the corner, back out towards the point is where they're trying to push it, but Arvada forces it back in. Hyland behind the Arvada net and trips on his own skates. Kai on the far boards. Kai pass up to Colin. Colin still fights for it, uses that muscle, gets back in, backhands that one in into the far side, picked up by Cohen. Cohen going around, fighting for it, can't beat up on the two players. Over to Kai, Kai to Cohen, Kai to Colin in front. Interference call. No, that's on Hyland. All right, there we go. All right, we'll take that one. Arvada goes on the power play with 3:22 left to go. Power play unit number 1 steps onto the ice. That's Alex and Nick and Calder. In the Highland zone, looking to win this one and get it towards the net. They've got Owen and Jax on D. One back by Hyland, up off the boards, but not hard enough towards the center and picked up by Hyland. Jaguars racing in, shorthanded into Arvada's zone. Stopped there by Nick and picked up by Calder. Calder's coming in, comes across the blue line, still has a handle on it and could get past the last defender. Hyland swings around the far side. Calder back out to the point, over to Jax. Jax shoots that one in, tips it off the skates, into the corner for Alex. Alex back out, taking the shot is Calder, and that one's blocked in front. And Hyland comes the other way. Fight, Arvada, fight. Yes, Diana, you're right. Loose puck, second save by Wynn. He kicks a pad out and makes a message. Up off the boards. Short-handed, Arvada is, that one's tipped. Short-handed, Arvada was in their own zone is what I was trying to say, and now Alex chases this one down into Hyland territory. They bang it off the boards, stepping in is Jax. Jax walks up on the boards, gets knocked over. He's gonna get a call for that one. Jax gets run over for his efforts going in on that puck. Hyland's gonna see the gate for that, and we've got 2:11 left to go here in the second period. And it should be 5-on-3. 5-on-3 here with Evan at the dot. He's got Anderson and Ethan out there with him, with Alexi and Milo on D, trying to capitalize on this opportunity.
No, it's 5-on-3, bro.
That's what I said.
No, him. He's holding up his finger saying one. I thought he was calling for another player.
No.
No, let's go, Arvada, let's go, Av! What are we waiting for? Let's go.
What are we waiting for?
Let's go!
Face-off is won there by Evan. Evan controls back out to the point to Milo. Milo has it, shoots it towards the front of the net, stuck down by Anderson, and the goalie's going to hang on to it, forcing another face-off deep in the Hyland zone with 10 seconds left to go in this 5-on-3. Tied up at 2s with 2:02 left to go in the second period. Evan at center ice pushes it back out to the point to Lexi. Lexi shoots that one in. Held on again. The 5-on-3 action is still happening. They're putting those pucks towards the front of the net. They're just hanging on to them.
Let's go, Ev!
Over to Anderson. Anderson passes it back to Evan. Evan back out to the point, over to Milo. Milo shoots that one in. Just bounces over Ethan's stick. Ethan on the near boards. Players are out of the box. 5-on-4, fighting for it in front is Anderson. Puck is still loose. And Anderson gets knocked over as he's digging for that puck. Parents are calling for a penalty. I'm not calling for a penalty on that one. I mean, I'm all about cleaning out the crease after.
After stuff gets messy.
And I'm not a violent person.
You're not a violent person.
No. Cohen, Kai, and Colin here, 5-on-4. Arvada with 1:40 left to go in the second period.
Let's go, let's
Colin
go.
back over, tipped back out to
Come on,
Lexi.
Lexi.
Lexi passes that in off the boards, trying to find Colin. She stands up at the blue line, keeps that one in, is Colin. Colin looking for a Cohen up front. Kai races in for that one, gets it on his tape. Kai into the far corner. Kai tips that one in. Behind the net, Cohen back the other way, over to Kai. Kai towards the front of the net, nobody home. Just those black and orange jerseys as they got time in behind their own net. They flip that one up high, glove down by Kai. Kai walks in, takes a shot, and just whistles that one off the goalie's glove and wide. Oh, Cohen looking for it, and then he fires one up high over the glass. Lexi out of the point. Lexi shoot towards the front of the net. Looking for the tip was Colin. Held on to by the goalie. 53.4 seconds left to go here. Second period action, 2-2, tied up at the Apex Ice Arena on the OTT Sports Network. Wi-Fi needs some boosting. Internet service is sucking. Oh.
We agree.
Milky shoots that one into the corner. Our internet sucks, so I'm just gonna stop talking. Kai tries to take that, still has us backhand towards the front, and Colin couldn't get to it. Colin towards the front of the net and picked up there by Hyland. Kai on the far side. Kai towards the front, over to Colin. Colin backhands that one and just gets tipped up over. Saved by the Hyland goalie. Coming around the other way now, Hyland's walking across center ice, coming into the Arvada zone. Comes across, big back check there by Milky. Puck is still loose behind the net. Out towards the top of the circle, a shot fired wide. Battling in their own zone, comes out to the point, they get that one out. Goes off the ref, it's coming all the way down. Time's gonna wind down, and I gotta apologize for our internet service. We've never had bad internet in here.
Internet service in BC sucks also. We agree.
We got bad internet service. Nikki Norcross coming back. Nikki, seriously, they came back, they tied this game up. What do we got to do going into the third?
I thought the second period they took the play to the to Hyland Park and were rewarded with 2 goals. So going into the third period, I wouldn't change much. Just keep working hard and keep getting pucks on net, get to the rebounds, and snap home a couple more.
Crash in the net, right? We
Crash the net.
Can't be afraid of those dirty ones, the greasy ones,
No.
the grimy ones, whatever it is.
That's where you score your goals. Is in the hard areas, in the trough.
In the trough, these players are grinding their way towards that way. I saw a lot more play in the Hyland zone this period, which is what obviously they talked about in the first intermission. And you think they can continue that into the third?
Absolutely. They've actually, in my opinion, have carried most of the play, and they finally got rewarded for it in the second.
And stay out of the box. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you can't keep killing penalties, or sooner or later you're going to get bit.
this team has had issues all season long with penalties, and we're seeing it again today. We got to get Seth Mackay to like put the fear of God in these kids again, because last time Seth came up and talked to them, we didn't have a penalty, and you saw it. I mean, we got to stay out of the box, keep crashing the net.
Got to stay out of the box, crash the net, get some greasy goals.
Greasy goals, you heard it right here from Nikki Norcross, special guest from Canada, stepping into the OTT Sports Network broadcast. I'm Mary Haviland. We're set to go. Third period action on the ice right now. Face-off is won there, and I'm trying to put my mic back on as Hyland walks into the zone. Blocker down there by Wynn. Back out towards the front. Hyland's still controlling in the Arvada zone. They're back being pressured up there by Jax towards the front. High slot. The shot blocked in front and then kicked out to the side by Jax. Or by Nick, sorry. Shot, another big save by Wynn. Players are down on the ice. Ref just whistles that one down as Jax's stick was stuck
under his arm.
There's no penalty on that play. There can't
I don't
be.
think so.
The player had it under his arm. He was holding on to it. Jax is trying to jerk his stick free.
Yeah. There's a lot going on there.
Going back to my life about jerking my stick free, I mean,
Let's go.
Wade, we're a PG broadcast here. Katie, keep your mind straight.
So,
Out to the point, they take the shot, and that one's blocked down by Alex. Why am I knocking stuff over? Sorry. Coming out, backhanded up, and just could get that to Calder as it comes into the Hyland zone. Icing's waved off as Hyland picks it up in their own zone. Checked up there by Calder as he comes in hard. Jax gets a stick on that. Breaks the play up right here below the press box at center ice. And then backhanded out by Owen. Collected by Hyland at center ice. They're stepping up. They go back to D. Resetting themselves and pressured up there hard. And Calder is going to get a penalty for that. I watched that play. I watched it cleanly. He's fine, yes. Owen goes hard into the corner. But Calder's going to get a penalty for what happened right here in front of the bench. And look at the Highland Hills coach was running out on the ice like there was a kitten stuck in the tree.
where's John?
Where is John?
Watch what your glasses here.
I've dropped those glasses 25 times. Let me put them way over there. 5-on-4 hockey action as Arvada's in the box with 12:29 left to go here in the third period. All tied up at 2 as that one's kicked in the corner by Wynn. Back out to the point. Shot in and tipped down. Wynn controls that one as Lexi forces it out to the side. Back out to the point here by Hyland. Arvada can't clear the zone. Hyland getting set up on the power play. Hard into it. Now Anderson's coming across. Anderson tries to get that one over to Evan, but they step offside, and a whistle is blown. We're going to see a face-off just outside the Highland zone with 12:02 left to go in the third period, 1:04 left in the penalty kill.
Let's go, Ev.
Evan and Ethan, Milo and Lexi. Evan wins that one back cleanly. Milo forces it into the zone. Pushes it across, they're onside. Evan comes around. Evan takes a shot and a pad save. Rebound is scored! That's what we're talking. Right there. Take the shot. Go for the rebound. Ethan buries that one. Arvada takes the lead. Short-handed goal. 11:53 left to go in the second period.
Nice job. Good job, Ev.
3-2 Arvada. Great job there. Evan puts it on net. Ethan buries it. And now they circle back around. Still on the penalty kill for another 49 seconds as Hyland comes in, but gets quickly rejected and turned back to center ice. Rejected and turned back to center ice. They retract and come back in, top of the circle. Glove down by Wynn. He wants nothing to do with that one, hangs on to it, and he'll see a face-off over his left shoulder. Cohen and Colin, Milky and Bo. Second penalty kill unit steps out. Won by Hyland coming towards the front. Puck is still loose. They take the shot and bury it. Power play goal by Highland Hills at 11:27 left to go here in the third period. Ties it up at 3s. All even here at the Apex East Ice Arena on the OTT Sports Network. Harry Haviland on the mic. Cohen at the dot. Cohen wins that one over to Colin. Colin's going to walk around. He's coming in hard. He's got Cohen going with him. He gets hauled down. That's a penalty shot. Give him a penalty shot. Give him a penalty shot. Give him a penalty shot. No, they're going to call it a hooking. Oh, we know Colin would have rifled a penalty shot in past that goalie. The refs are talking about it now. Oh, they're holding it up.
You should be talking about it now. It should be a penalty shot for sure.
No, it's not a penalty shot. It's 5-on-4 hockey action here with 11:19 left to go in the third period. Arvada on the power play. One back over to Colin. Colin back over to Bo at the point. Bo shoots that one in. Tipped into the corner. Cohen chasing it down hard. Kai towards the front of the net. Picked up and then held in by Bo. Bo pushes that back into the corner over to Cohen. Cohen behind the net. Trying to fire that one out in front. Just picked up by Hyland off the boards. Bo couldn't hold that one in. Kai back at center ice. Kai couldn't spin around on that one. Kicks it back out, but not all the way. Cohen steps in, takes that one over to Milky. Milky looking for Colin on the far boards. Colin picks that one up. Colin backhand over to Cohen. Cohen gets taken down in front of the net. Into the corner, fighting for it is Kai. Kai kicks that one back in. Hyland back out towards the point. Back out to Bo. Bo off the shin pads. And here they come the other way. Short-handed attempt. Oh, Milky with the big blade. I'm telling you what, that's some defensive action right there. Gets his tape on the rubber, breaks that play up. Keeping it 3-3 here. Arvada on the power play for another 34 seconds. OTT bringing it to you. 10:22 left to go in the third. Hyland keeping this in, trying to figure out who's going to take it. Backhanded around, then tipped out there by Calder. Calder over to Nick. Nick flips that around. Nick picks it back up, and Calder couldn't get back on the blue line. They're offside here. Arvada still on the power play for 14 more seconds with a face-off just outside the Hyland zone. The Wi-Fi is going in and out. I know. Hit the OTT GoFundMe account, and maybe we can find our own hotspot or something.
Yeah. Hey,
we
just have that GoFundMe.
Yeah, that GoFundMe.
The donate button I gotta put up here. And a link to
Venmo the OTT, and if once we bought our limo and our jet, we'll get some serious Wi-Fi so you guys can listen to all the games, watch all the games.
Uninterrupted.
You can watch it from our limo. Come in too. Oh, turned back around, still loose. Kick back out there. Tell you what, come into town and sit in the OTT limo in the parking lot. As comfortable as it gets. Couldn't get there was Nick. Kicked back around by Hyland. Stopped there by Owen. Owen's walking in. Owen comes across the blue line, goes across one. Comes in on the backhand and then just rifles that one wide. Owen still has it.
To the dark
Deep.
corner.
deep in the Hyland zone. Owens chasing that one around behind the net. Back out, stepped into, and picked up there by Calder as he shoots that one wide.
Weak one. Come on, we need strong one.
Alex trying to break that play up. They force the play. Jackson with the backhand over to Alex. Alex at center ice looking for a Calder. Couldn't get it to him, and then Hyland comes out on the far boards. Stick on it was Calder, and then kicked into the Arvada zone. Owen just fires that one in, and it's picked up by Hyland at center ice. Hyland tries to spin on it. Alex chasing it down on the far side. Going against Hyland. Gets knocked down for his aggressive efforts. They got a penalty coming here. Oh, that Arvada penalty? Arvada penalty for interference?
What's this happening?
You gotta be kidding me. Nick's gonna see the gate for interference on that. And we'll be waiting for the refs in the parking lot to have a beer with them and discuss what they were doing out here. Arvada on the penalty kill for the next minute and a half. Evan at the faceoff dot trying to win this one back. Picked up by Hyland. They come into the slot, turn around, dive into Lexi. Takes a shot. Wing gets a glove on that one. Flips it high over the net. Wrapped around the other way. Lexi dives and Wing gets a pat on it. Ow, Wing covers that up. There's all kinds of players on top of the action. The puck was loose. Wynn hangs on to that one. Keeping it 3-3, 8:14 left to go in the third period. Arvada on the penalty kill for the next minute and 14 seconds. Having to take the draw. That one's one back, and Wynn's just going to hang on to it one more time. Doesn't want to see what happens. The music doesn't even stop. That's how quick hockey happens. Evan forces that one forward. It gets back over to Hyland. They bang it off the boards. They maintain the zone. They make the shot, and Wynn makes a save over to the side. Back out towards the front. Lexi with the stick on it. Lexi with a block shot. And Lexi does everything she can, keeping that puck out of the crease and out of the zone. Interference here by Hyland's going to the box. I can't see these calls. I don't even know what's going on. Was that a makeup call, maybe?
Probably. I'll take it.
We'll take it 100%. We're going deep into the action in the Hyland zone here. 4-on-4 hockey for the next 51 seconds. Evan and Ethan, Bo and Milky. Evan wins that one back over to Bo. Bo tips that one back over to Evan. Evan in the corner loses the puck, and Hyland comes out with it. Hyland walking across center ice, stepping in hard into the Arvada zone, coming into the corner, swinging around, walking through, and stuck down there by Milky. Bo has it, and Bo's seeing some room. Bo's walking out. Bo comes across the center line, puts that one into the Hyland zone. Evan looking for that. It's wide open in front. Puck is loose. Over to Ethan, back out to the point. Bo keeps that one in.
Yeah, you gotta call that. You have to call that. Brush it off, Ed! Brush it off!
I didn't see it. Obviously, Evan got rocked, and
Yeah, Evan got rocked.
Hyland's gonna see the box again. These refs aren't missing anything. I'm missing everything. Cohen and Kai, Milky and Bo. 4-on-3. Wide open rink right now. Here we go. Looking to break the seal. We're all tied up at 3 with 7:13 left to go. Arvada on the power play.
Oh, hold on.
And now we got to hold on.
Technical difficulties.
Technical not technical. Well, our technical
our
difficulties
technical
have been going on all
Yeah,
game.
we've had-
I apologize. I'm sorry. We got fans across the globe. Maybe it's those people in the Sahara that are actually.
I think everyone's sucking our
Yeah.
internet right now. Like, seriously. Let's go.
We apologize, but will you people in the Sahara Desert please log off?
Call this
So our loyal fans across North America can actually tune into this game.
All right, now we're gonna go.
Here we go. Action deep in the Hyland zone. Cohen set at the draw.
The ref's talking. All right.
Cohen wins that one over. Couldn't get it over to Kai. Back to Milky. Milky taps that one in the front. Kai backhands that towards the net. Couldn't get it all the way deep. Kai still fighting in the corner. Backhanded around. Picked up by Kai again. Backhanded over to Cohen. Cohen in front. Stripped off the puck there. And here comes Hyland the other way. Colin, great job on the back check. 5-on-3 for 23 seconds. Arvada battling in their own end. They've got so much room, so much time. They just got to do something with it. Push back up, and here comes Cohen. Cohen coming across. He's got Kai with him. Cohen steps up, checks up. Oh, tries to get that over. Held in at the point by Milky. Milky pushed it over to Kai. Kai tips that into the corner. Hard off the boards out to Milky. Milky with a shot. Now it's towards the front of the net. Rebound just goes wide of Cohen's stick. Cohen has it. He's got time with it. Tries to get it. And then back out to the point. Milky one more time with a shot. That one gets kicked to the side by the goalie's pad. Cohen in the corner. Battling up. Icing waved off as Milky tipped that one in, but Bo in behind his own net mishandles the puck, and it's picked up by Hyland. Hyland mishandles that puck, and it's picked up by Colin. Colin up to Kai off his skates. Coming back in is Hyland. Hyland goes into the corner, being pressured by Bo. Pestering him into the corner, and Arvada has more players up there, but Milky is still getting battled against the boards. Harassed enough that Hyland still keeps up on the puck. Hyland takes a shot. Wing gloves that one down, hangs on to it. 5:17 left to go here in the third period. All tied up at threes with Harry Haviland, the OTT Sports Network. There's nothing you would rather be doing right now. It's Saturday afternoon. You're live with us at the OTT Sports Network broadcast at the Apex East Ice Arena. Alex trying to push that one and gets picked up by Nick at the blue line. Nick's racing down the far side. He's got some wheels. We've seen what he can do. He takes that shot, fires it in behind the boards. Held in by Alex, I'm guessing, and Calder. Yes, Alex and next Calder going in as the Hyland player falls. Calder comes out of the corner with it. Towards the front was Nick. Over to the far side is Alex. Alex has the puck, trying to center that one, and then it's picked up by Hyland. And Hyland's going to take another penalty. One more time, these refs are not missing anything. Tripped up and
in the backfield.
in the backfield. In the backfield, I'm not going to be on the mic tomorrow.
I know.
Mickey Milky, aka Chris Milky, is going to be taking my job tomorrow, as I'll be watching the Broncos lose to the Kansas City Chiefs tomorrow afternoon. They're not even good enough to play primetime anymore. They moved that game. And I will be at it, so you guys will be tuning in tomorrow with Milky. And I hope I don't lose my job, as he's really good at it. Like he might be taking my task here. Jackson going across, gets over to Alex. Alex over into Nick, takes the shot, and it's deflected into the corner. Alex fighting, goes in, gets the body position into the front, and they score! Calder picks up the rebound, buries it, and tickles the twine. Arvada goes up 4-3 with 4:17 left to go here in the third period. This line's getting rewarded with some more ice time. Alex at center ice with Calder and Nick on his wings. You've got Milo, you've got Lexi, you've got Hyland stepping in across the blue line. Lexi pushes him hard against the boards. Circling towards the front of the slot. Takes a shot and Wynn kicks that one to the side. Going in back towards the point, broken up there by Alex. Alex backhands it over. Coming out is Calder. Calder trying to go around one. Still has a puck. Backhanded off by the defender, and they come out of their own zone. Walking out across the red line is Hyland. Coming into Arvada's territory. Stuck down there by Lexi's skate. Kicked into the corner and back out towards the front. Anderson on the far boards. Anderson still has another chance with it. Puts it hard up, looking for Evan. Could get it out. Back out, Lexi hammers that one up. Anderson over to Evan. Evan just pushes that too far in front of himself. Now he's coming back on the back check. Couldn't break that one up as Hyland comes in. They go wide. Lexi pushes them hard against the boards. They circle back around, looking for the shot. And they have the shot. But I'm telling you what, Wynn said, I'm going to take that. Thank you. And we're going to see a face-off right over there. Handled down by the big Tendy wearing 32. Arvada's up 4-3. 3:07 left to go with a face-off just in the Arvada zone. Ethan backhands it up over, looking to get it out of the... Oh, Ethan couldn't get that one out. Picked up by Hyland. Hyland in front, picks it up with a high slot, comes in, takes a shot, and that's blocked up by Lexi. Lexi on the backhand over to Anderson. Anderson just kicks that one out of the zone. All the way down the ice, icing's waved off. It doesn't even cross the line. They do a little bit of a circle and try and come out. Evan does a great job sticking that one down, putting it towards the net. And the goalie saw him coming at him, hangs on to that one. We're kicking it here, Apex East, OTT Sports Network. Arvada's up 4-3, forcing Hyland to take a timeout. Timeout, yeah, timeout by Hyland. They're trailing by 1 goal with 2:39 left to go in this game. Trying to figure out what they can do as the refs are just over there trying to figure out what the hell they've been doing the whole game. There's been a lot of conversations between the refs today.
The refs are hanging out.
I'm not knocking the refs. I never do unless they do something completely stupid. And yeah, everybody's heard my voiced opinion on that. I apologize for all the times that I've yelled into this mic. I'm not yelling right now. I'm nervously pacing as we've got minutes ticking down on the clock. And we're just gonna. I said we call a timeout as soon as they start skating in, right? Can we do that? That's not how it works. Team is right below us here, getting chatted up by Coach Jake, Coach Dick. Wynn over to the side. Wynn doesn't need any coaching right now. Wynn's just off to the side. That goalie mindset, he's in his zone. He's been doing what he's been doing all game, all season.
Let's go, Evan!
Evan, Anderson, Ethan, Bo, and Milky face off in the Arvada offensive zone. Yes, I saved that. Kicked over by Anderson. He gets it back over to Ethan. Ethan back over to Evan. Evan kicks that one around the zone. Evan has it. Evan trying to center that puck. Picked up. It's in the front of the net. And Bo couldn't handle it at the blue line. And here comes Hyland the other way. Hyland walking in, going pass to pass. Take the shot and fire that one wide off the boards. The net is empty with 2:13 left to go. 6-on-5. Milky off the boards. Over to Anderson. Anderson trying to get this one out. Bo's fighting there with him. Back over to Milky. Milky on the far side. Rips that one around. It's going to get held into the blue line. Shoot that one towards the net. That one sneaks through. And Hyland ties it up as they had their goalie pulled. Minute 54 left to go here in the third. We're all tied up at 4s. I'm sorry, I had a little bit of laugh as they were like,
Does the game over?
they're parading on top of each other, dog pile, and Kai went over to the dog pile and just gave him a congratulations. Let's go here. Cohen Kai calling. The defender's skate calling back in front of the net. Backhanded out. Stuck back down and in front. High slot. They kick that one out. Bouncing puck over to center ice. Coming in 1-on-2, 2-on-2. Good job there by Owen, and Kai comes out. Kai goes around the far side, coming in 3-on-1. Kai comes in, takes a shot, and it's gloved down. And he gets, oh, they're gonna get a penalty for that. They've gotta get a penalty for that. He went in looking for the puck. They can't give both of them.
I think they're probably going to do that to be
He came in looking for the, are you kidding me? No, wait, the ref signaled something. She's gonna give Kai a penalty? Come on!
And the person that came in behind him and pushed him from behind.
The guy that shoved him doesn't get some? Are you?
You're on microphone.
I know I'm on microphone and I'm holding my breath right now. That's bullshit. That's baloney. It's a PG broadcast.
It's a PG broadcast.
It hasn't been a PG broadcast. You've got to be kidding me. You can't dig for a loose puck? 1:25 left here in the third period. The refs are talking to the bench. Kai's over at the box for digging for a loose puck. Nobody from Hyland for cross-checking him across the face for his efforts is over there. This is something I really want to talk about, but I can't.
Because you're on a mic.
Because I'm on a mic.
That's how that goes.
Oh, they're gonna. Still though. I mean,
Yeah, I agree. I don't disagree. Can't come from behind.
5-on-5, or
5-on-5.
4-on-4, or 5-on-5. Who knows what they do here?
Whatever.
Arvada's got 4. Highland's got 6.
It wasn't her though. But okay.
That wasn't the.
They don't
How do you put the wrong player in the box? She wasn't even on the ice.
you guys.
5-on-5, deep in the Highland zone. Harry Haviland's choking up right now because I want to say so much stuff.
Shows.
Battled in, Cohen kicks that over to the side. Tried to keep that in, now Highland's racing the other way, 2-on-2, coming in on Owen, goes around, takes a shot and fires that one high up off the net. Now it's gonna come outside. How do you put a player who wasn't even on the ice in the penalty box? Arvada's coach is doing a great job here right now. You got Big Dick Winner. You got Coach Jake down there, head coach here, Arvada PeeWee A squad, managing this as well as they can. One forward and then pushed up. Alex coming out of his own, or Calder trying to sneak it around as Alex won that face-off, sorry. Picked up by Nick and then over to Alex. Nick back in. Nick at the top of the circle takes a shot. That one's blocked down. Going into the corner. Around the boards by Hyland. Back over to Lexi. Lexi flips that one in offside. They're going to call that one all the way down as intentional. 38.4 seconds left to go in this 4-4 tie. Fight, Arvada, fight! Pushed ahead there by Alex. Alex trying to get over to Nick. Still battling back over to Lexi. Lexi on her own blue line, bangs it up off the boards, trying to find Nick. Lexi steps up into the play one more time. Milo coming across, breaks that play up. Stuck down and held onto by Wynn as that one was coming in bouncing. 17 seconds left on the ticker. And I don't think there's much left in my ticker. Hyland doing some dangling and jingling here. They get their right line out there. Alex, Nick, and Calder out there with Bo and Lexi. Face off in the Arvada zone, ready to get dropped. Alex wins that one back, clean lead over to Nick. Nick can't bang it out over the boards. Back up to the top of the circle. The shot comes in. That one goes wide. Around the front. Nick can't get a stick on that out to the point. 3 seconds left. That one gets blocked down. Shot. We're going to skate to a 4-4 tie with Highland Hills. Six seconds left in the penalties. That doesn't matter. The game is over. Arvada Hyland 4-4 final here on a Saturday afternoon in Arvada, Colorado. We are back on the rink tomorrow at, where are we?
I don't even.
We're somewhere. We're not home. We're going somewhere else.
Going somewhere we don't know.
And
We'll
it's
let you know.
at some time tomorrow afternoon.
And we'll keep you posted.
We'll post it up. We'll get that
Yeah,
stuff
we'll
going.
let you know.
And Milky's going to be on the. Oh no, we're in Boulder.
Oh, we're in Boulder.
We're in Boulder because Milky just came by, gave me a little back rub. Milky's going to be on the mic tomorrow in Boulder against our rivals from the north. Until then, on behalf of everybody here at the OTT Sports Network, I'm Harry Haviland, and I'm signing out.